doing my best to have everything together. Okay. I keep saying that I want to get away from the shorts. I keep saying that I want to stop with the simultaneous recordings, but then I get right back into the shorts and simultaneous recordings because I didn't just do all this fucking work for no fucking views, you know what I mean? That's the thing that really pisses me off is, after, let's just say, talking for 30 minutes or whatever and not have any fucking views, it's a little annoying. A little bit of a nuisance, especially when I've decided to try like writing the fucking descriptions finally, right? So the tarot reader or psychics that I follow, they keep saying, like, for example, I'll just use Paul's words. Okay, so you can't see him in every fucking camera view, so this is why I have so many different angles set up, you understand? And then, of course, I have her on my necklace. But it's just hard because, of course, her head is just swinging around. I just have to stop worrying about making sure that everybody, like, the whole point is, like, I have my redhead, in as the main focus on my other cameras, right? And then meanwhile on the channel that has the most subscribers but is not verified, that one is showing my smaller dolls. Okay. And on this frame, if I'm just seated normally like this, then he's blocking my dark spot. Okay. I don't want to do all this fucking work for no reason. And another thing is, I am also tired of, like, not showing my hair. Like, because the thing is that I want to keep my hair to myself, right? Because I keep saying, like, in a way, I'm basically living a double life. Because I'm, like, in hiding. I'm hiding from people because, I already explained it to you guys. I guess if I keep repeating myself, it's just because, it's really just for the new viewers who don't know anything about me, right? Because, like, this could be the first ever video that you've ever clicked on from me. By the same token, now listen carefully, by the same token, you could also be a past fan who has, been obsessed with my shit and stalking all my stuff. And then I went off the radar. And your very first encounter of me was seeing my pee hole. And yeah, a spray of urine coming from between my legs. So all I'm trying to say is I have a variety of content ranging from fine art nude modeling, and I've done the beauty pageant thing. I've been in the Marine Corps. I was active duty for 5 years. I have my degree in airport management. I've been to the UK for hypnotherapy training. So my point is, like, I'm just, like, all over the map. And because I've created my channels with the names Talking Shit, I've also stated that I've built kind of like an invisible prison for myself, right? So it's kind of like it's sort of like a life of solitude, but at the same time, it's like I like my solitude, if that makes any sense. Um, because oftentimes I just see right through people's bullshit, and I can't be around fake ass hoes. I'd rather like so I've lived through um just being around bad vibes, low vibration people where I'd much rather be alone instead of in somebody else's company. If that makes any sense. Look, I just want to be me, and I'm in my underwear. Like the thing is, I feel most comfortable when I am naked. But obviously, I mean, I guess I could be naked if I have my stuff covered up, right? So like, let's just say if I'm like hiding behind something, because I just feel like if I'm really comfortable in my most comfortable state, then I feel like I will come out with something different. Like I'll have a different end product in terms of my content, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I like to, as a creator, I like to try different things. Because I told you that in the perspective of hypnotherapy, at least, everything is a matter of perspective, and that's how you try and unfuck your life, basically. So if you're not happy with the situation, just try and change your perspective, right? But oftentimes it's really like the empath in me that I think is something that, even though it's supposed to be a gift, in a way, I do feel it's kind of a curse because it's not something you could switch off. It's just on, right? But anyways, I want to read my diary because after all, I've been putting that word in most of my stuff. Because basically, it's like I'm just talking to myself, and I know people appreciate it, like hearing somebody's deepest, darkest thoughts or whatever. Although some of the dark things I'm not gonna share with you, obviously. um, I would like to be just like all positive and love and light and all that bullshit, but at the same time, it's like that's not real. Well, manifestation and all that shit is just like whatever you focus on is what you manifest, right? So, I guess I've explained enough about the past, right? The whole thing about like I just want to say the takeaway. What I've learned from that experience is, you know, it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody's always going to be hating on you. That's number one. But number two, the very important thing that I've learned from that experience is be careful who you befriend and who you allow close to you, who you allow like come in close proximity to you. Because I thought this person was my friend, and I still do see him as a friend. It's not him. It's his fucking girlfriend. So you understand who was the jealous asshole. Now this video is probably gonna go way fucking far beyond what I'm hoping it will go. But I guess I could just like kind of take a break. Because I do want to read this, but I guess I'll start a new video with it separately, because when the video gets too long, I just feel like it's kind of a pain in the ass to upload. I already told you guys about the internet challenges.